Hey everyone, it's Argonath here from Return of the Fan, and new article out about Spider-Man No Way Home, and apparently it might be the end of the franchise. Oh dear. Personally, I'm quite happy that it'll be the end of the franchise because I never really liked Tom Holland's Spider-Man that much. I think most people would agree that Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man ever. Um, I mean, Tom Holland isn't bad. He's okay, but he's just nowhere near as good as Tobey Maguire. I don't really like how he's kind of a bit whiny, not very assertive. I know he's supposed to be a high school kid and all, but I just found him really annoying as Spider-Man for some reason. So that's just me. You might be different. So we're going to go through this article. At the very end, there's going to be a spoiler. So I'll give you lots of fair warning before I go ahead and talk about the spoiler, just in case you don't want to be spoiled. So the stars shared an emotional goodbye on the set. Oh. Spider-Man No Way Home star Tom Holland has said that the cast of the new Spider-Man film are treating it as the end of a franchise. Speaking to Entertainment Weekly, he said, "I think if we were lucky enough to dive into these characters again, you'd be seeing a different version. It would no longer be the Homecoming trilogy." So it sounds like they're probably going to be rebooting Spider-Man after this particular movie. And we'll talk a bit more about it when we get into the spoiler part of the video. As I said, I'd be quite happy for it to finish there. I'll probably just still go and see the movie. It's just I didn't really like them that much. I especially didn't like Far From Home. I just really didn't like that at all. But you might be different, and that's okay if you're different. I'm not denigrating you or anything. We would give it some time and try to build something different and tonally change the films. Whether it happens or not, I don't know, but we're definitely treating No Way Home like it was coming to an end, and it felt like it. Sounds good to me. Holland and other members of the cast like Zendaya and Jacob Batalon explained that during one of the last days on set they got quite emotional with the finality of it. Holland continued, "We've been making these films for 5 years now. We've had such an amazing relationship, the three of us. We've been with each other every step of the way. We've done every single film, every single press tour. So this one scene, if this would be the last time we were working together." Um, that's all cool. Again, I didn't really like Zendaya in the movies. I felt they could have got someone better, but that's personally me. If you disagree with me, I'd love to know in the comment section if you did actually like Zendaya in the movies. Um, Tom Holland said it was heartbreaking. He also looked to the future as it's really exciting because they're all moving into the next chapter of their careers. So, picture of Spider-Man. I really hate this new suit that he's got because I much prefer Spider-Man just being Spider-Man without all the extra devices and things. He should be. He's powerful enough as it is. Spider-Man is totally powerful just as Spider-Man. He doesn't need all these extra things. So I didn't also like the new suit that he was given as part of the MCU. Let me know if you feel differently. I'd like to know your opinion. If you like his new suit, whereas if you prefer the traditional Spider-Man suit like it was in the Tobey Maguire trilogy. Blah 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 blah. So we get to the end part. So this is going to be the kind of the spoiler section. So I'm going to talk about some things that were said on the internet, which might spoil the movie. So spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear the spoilers, then before you go, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you like my content, give me a subscription. So feel free to stop now, and then we're going to go into the spoiler part. Alright, spoiler alert. So if we get to the last part of the article here, it says that in the new Spider-Man film, Holland's Peter is trying to juggle fame, school, relationships, and his superhero responsibilities. But when he turns to Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, for a magical fix for his problems, it leads to some universe-threatening problems, and it will take everything in his power to save those he loves. Alright, so apparently from what I've read on the internet, what he asks Doctor Strange to do is to wipe out of everyone's memory the notion that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Because obviously everyone knows that he's Spider-Man. I don't know why they did that in the end of the movie. I guess it's to lead into this particular movie. But, apparently that's what happens. So he goes to Doctor Strange and says, hey, can you remove out of everyone's memory that I am Spider-Man so that I can go back to being Peter Parker and not have to worry about everyone knowing that I'm Spider-Man as well. And so what happens is Doctor Strange, even though this would be altering people's minds, people's memories, how would you know how it's going to affect people's brains and that kind of thing? He agrees to it and goes ahead and does it as well. Seems really strange, so I don't think Doctor Strange would ever do something like that, knowing that he is the Sorcerer Supreme and he knows how the magic works. But even then, how would it actually work? I mean, how is Doctor Strange also going to magically scrub all the news footage out of computers and hard drives, out of the internet? Is he going to magically scrub all of that out of the there must have been so many news articles and news videos and news recordings that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. How is he going to remove that as well? I guess we'll just have to wait to see in the movie. But anyway, that's what I've heard, and it sounds pretty dumb to me, but I guess we'll just have to wait to see when the movie is. If you've heard something different about what Peter Parker's problems are that he gets Doctor Strange to magically fix, again, maybe put a spoiler rider in the comments section, and then I'd be interested to know. As I said, I'm not too really fussed on this particular movie, so I don't care if I'm spoiled or not. Be good to hear what goes. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give it a thumbs down. If you like my content, give me a subscription, and hopefully I will catch you in the next video.